If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new album in the description. We have some new information on Donda 2, the sequel to Kanye's 2020 album Donda that I've made a lot of videos on, over the course of its whole creation and process of it releasing. So the sequel to this has always been like a big thing, just up in the air. We didn't know when it was coming, but we just got some news from Steven Victor, Kanye's manager, who's also been very heavily involved with the rollout and the process of the first Donda, and we've gotten a lot of information before the album dropped, and kind of basing our leaks and theories off of when the first Donda dropped. So this is a pretty reliable source when it comes to these Kanye releases, and we just got some information on the second Donda, Donda 2, the sequel to the first one, that I wanted to go over with you guys today. So this all happened in a phone call, I think it was, with Complex, or at least they also did an article on this because he's at Nigo's Kenzo show that's happening right now. But my man Roy's on the Discord, which, by the way, as always, go join that Discord. He kind of put all this together for us to have like a pretty cool overview off of. So if you want to have all this information, go join that Discord. Really valuable source of hip-hop news and just a great community. We also know from this interview, or this call, this new information from Steven Victor, some more stuff about Pusha T's new album and also Nigo's new album that I know Nigo. But today we're going to focus on Donda 2. If you want to know about these other two albums, please let me know and I'll make a video on that. So let's talk about Donda 2. So the first thing he said is that Donda 2 is apparently coming out sooner than we think. Now, I'm not sure what like the general perception of the release date for Donda 2 was, but I thought it was going to be sometime later on this year. But apparently, and I think he's also going to go into this in a second, but apparently it's supposed to come out before Kanye is headlining Coachella in April. So that will leave 2 more months, now February and March, or maybe, the first 2 weeks of February for this album to release. So it is actually coming closer than I thought, but I don't know what y'all thought. Please let me know if you thought it was going to drop even sooner. He goes on to say the people that's been spotted at the studio with Ye recently are The Game, Travis Scott, Future, Jay Electronica, Big Sean, A$AP Rocky, Fabio Foreign, Pusha T, Moneybagg Yo, will.i.am, Blueface, and even Token. Kind of funny that Token is also working with Kanye, but at least we knew about The Game because they also had that Easy track that just dropped with the first Kanye appearance after a while now. Travis is on their Future. I like that Rocky is also on here. The two of them have been spotted together, just roaming the streets over the past couple of days, so I really like that. Fabio Foreign was already on the first Donda, so no surprise he's also on this one, but I do like to see that will.i.am is on here, Moneybagg Yo as well. But what is Blueface doing on here? Like, I don't know what a Kanye and Blueface song might sound like, but it's pretty weird. We also have some news about this new Pusha T album that's supposed to be called Not Dry Yet, and this one is also supposed to come out in April, so right after Nigo's album, and so we can expect a Kanye release around the same time. I would expect something like the 2018 release run that Kanye had with like the Tiana Taylor record, then with the Pusha record, with the Kids See Ghosts record, and with his own album and the Nas record. So I would expect something like that going on with the Nigo album, and then also the Pusha album and his own album. Like every other Friday they would drop an album like that. It would really build up some hype and would push the releases of Pusha T and Nigo especially, because that also helped them quite a lot, or at least Pusha T back in 2018 to get back on that scene. So I really like that. We also know that Kanye and the Neptunes are producing that Pusha T album. Now, I don't want to focus too much on Pusha's album right here, but this could also mean that we'll definitely see some influence from the Neptunes, Pharrell, and those types of people on Donda 2, which would definitely make sense since they are people that have worked very closely together in the past, and it would just make sense for them to work again on this new record together. Apparently this Friday there's also supposed to be a song dropping, either from Donda 2, I Know Nigo, or It's Not Dry Yet, but we don't really know which one. And Steven Victor also said that there could be a song dropping before Friday, so in the next couple of days even, so be on the lookout for that if any snippet solid or leak drops, then, it's from one of these three albums, to begin with. Now, also, I think that we're going to get singles in the same way. If he says, like, this Friday a single is already dropping, and that a Nigo album is supposed to come out March 25th, and then after that, the Pusha album, and that the Kanye album, I think that we would also get, singles for all of them in that same manner, in like, this Friday we're going to get a Nigo single, the next Friday a Pusha single, and the Friday after that a Kanye single. I feel like that would just make sense, since all of these are apparently very closely related, and Steven Victor is overviewing all of them. Now, apparently there's also a Kanye song with Cardi B, at least that's what I got from this information from Royce on the Discord. It could also be referring to one of the two other albums, but apparently there's a song with Cardi B that is supposed to come out as a single beforehand that will also have a music video to it. Now, I don't know what I would think of like a Kanye and Cardi B song, especially also them doing a music video together. Kind of, it's not the collaboration that I would usually expect, but that's going to be really interesting to see. It's really funny how, who we see Kanye with nowadays. Kanye seems to be hanging out with everybody from, established artists in the game, like A$AP Rocky, for example, him linking up with The Game, but then also like Token or Blueface. I like that he's giving people like, for example, Token a shot, but I just don't really see their styles blending that well together. But if Token actually ends up on Donda 2, that will be a huge dub for this dude, because he's on a Kanye record. Like, what else do you want? But yeah, it's funny to see what people are involved in the process of this album. As I said, all of this is of course just theories and leaks and rumors, but Steven Victor did say we're going to get it sooner than we think, so I'm guessing before April, before that Coachella appearance that Kanye is supposed to headline. So at least we have something to hold on to. At least we can somewhat look forward to a release before that. I would guess that he would probably release it like a week or two before Coachella actually happens. Now, Coachella starts on April 16th, so we do have a couple of Fridays before that. We have the 15th, which is the immediate Friday before that, but I would also think maybe on the 8th or the 1st we would see possible release dates for Donda 2. But as I said, all of that is just speculation. Of course, we don't have any information for sure, but at least Steven Victor is out here, announcing Donda 2 and saying that Kanye is working on a sequel to this, and we have some information to go off of about the features, about the release date. So I just wanted to give y'all all this information. Take this with a grain of salt. This is more to give the people that want to know more about this the information, and to get us all hyped, because apparently this thing is actually coming. But of course, as I said, nothing set in stone yet. This might as well be wrong, but I didn't want to withhold this information from you. But yeah, all the opinions expressed in this video were of course just mine, my thoughts, my theories on this. Now I want to know what you think about this. Do you think we're going to get Donda 2 anytime soon? What do you think about the possible features, about the production involvement on this thing, and about the relationship with that new Nigo and Pusha T album, which I think is really interesting? So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and you'll take care.